Hi, I'm Leona from S&S, and today I'm going to show you a few different watercolour techniques using drawing inks. Now we're going to use a few different products and we're going to put them onto the concertina booklet which we had made in one of our previous clips. The concertina booklet is made from a watercolour paper, the Fabriano Studio Torchon, so this will absorb all the inks and the watercolour quite nicely. So the first one that we're going to do is some cling wrap. So firstly you will get, I should actually show you some of the products we're going to use. There's two different inks here. We've got the Marabu watercolour inks and we've got some Derivan drawing inks. Both are quite beautiful and vibrant in colour and they work well with this system. We've also got some salt for some effects, some cling wrap, dishwashing detergent and the crayon, which is the oil pastels. So firstly we're going to spray the paper so it's got some water on it. Now we're going to drop some inks on. I'll start with the Derivan blue. I'm just going to drop a few drops. Of a couple of colours. Now we'll just push that down and then we're going to spray it. Just going to move it a little bit. Then with the cling wrap, I'll just spray it a little bit more. With the cling wrap, you push it onto your paper and then you push it into the middle. Now that stays there until the drawing ink and the water is dry. Okay. So then we're going to do the next one, which is the salt technique. Spray it again with the water. I'll do the same colours again. When you drop the ink onto the water, it just starts moving straight away, which is quite lovely. A small amount of water on, and then you're going to drop some salt. Now you can use a couple of different textures of salt. So this one here is the rock salt. As you can see, when you drop it onto the pools of ink, it is actually absorbing or drawing the ink toward itself. And then we'll use a small amount of table salt as well, and that will give you a finer effect. So then the third one is our oil pastel or wax crayon or even a wax candle. And with this, all you have to do is just draw something. So we can just do a bit of a squiggle. And this being an oil or wax, it actually resists the water-soluble products. So for this one, we might drop it. Drop the ink on using the Marabu ink. But first, we'll just spray it so it moves a little bit more. And then just tap the brush. Giving it quite a nice effect, even just with the sprinkling of the brush. And then we'll spray that again. And you can see how it's resisted the oil pastel. The next one will be the dishwashing liquid. And I'll use the same blue. And we'll just drop the ink on. with this one we'll probably need a little bit more ink. Give it another spray. And then you can just drop small amounts of dishwashing liquid which will push the ink away. Gives it quite a nice effect. Then I'll just use a stronger bristle brush, and then we'll just splatter some ink on and then spray it. You can do this with different brushes. Being another watercolour ink, the colours are quite bright, and then just spray it. Just flick it. Make sure you're not near anybody when you're doing this, and then you can spray that as well. Now, in some of our other areas where you've already got the inks, you can actually lift the colours out with a wet sponge. I'll just try it on this section here. So that's another technique which is just give you a little bit more of an interest. So that's just using a variety of products, even just used around the house, and our Marabu inks and our Derivan inks. There's a how-to sheet on that, and here are just some effects for producing some artwork using different watercolour techniques. And I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you.